Hi, welcome back to another haul video. If you like vintage, then I think you're going to really enjoy the items that I'm going to show you today. So what I will be showing you today are some items that I picked up at an estate sale. It was one Saturday, and this has probably been about a month ago. I was taking my son to work, and I saw the sign for this estate sale, and it was going to be right in town as I was heading back home. So I was like, why not stop? I just made it a quick stop, quick in, quick out. But when I got there, I wished that I had had more time, because this house, it wasn't a huge home, but there were so many things. There were things that I have never seen before. To me, it was like walking into a vintage or an antique shop. I am not 100% sure, but I think the lady that was having the estate sale, I believe it may have been her home. So I think she was doing her own estate sale. I didn't get the opportunity to ask her. I wanted to ask her, was she just a collector, or did she own a antique shop at one time, or a booth? Because every room was full, and there were some of the prices were a bit high, and some of the people shopping that day, a lot of people were mentioning that. But I am thrilled with what I picked up, especially the time, the short time that I had to go through everything. I'm really pleased with everything that I got. I didn't, this would not have been a time I had time to stop and research anything. This was a really good learning experience for me as well, to do it this way, because I was picking up things that looked like good quality. They had the price low enough that I felt like I could still make a decent profit on. Now, there are a couple of things that it's not going to be much more than what I purchased it for. I will either keep those items, or again, it was just a learning experience, and I think if I do resell them, I can at least get my money back for what I purchased them for. I have one item that I am excited to show you that is going to be an excellent sell. Now, it is something that I'm going to have to take my time, and I'm going to have to do a little more research on it, but I will go into that in just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and start this haul. I spent, I believe it was $75. That's another thing. She was taking cash only, and I just happened to have, I think, like $80 in cash that day. And I was having to be very particular about things that I picked up. I had to make sure they were things that I really wanted. And when she got done totaling up everything that I had, it ended up being $75. So that was perfect. It was great. All right, so let me go ahead and get started and show you what I grabbed that day. I think when I walked in the door, this was one of the first things I saw. This cute little angel. Let me show you the front here. I'm always having issues with glaring or trying to get in focus, but let's see. You can see it says February. It's the February angel. She's holding a heart. And this does have the sticker on the bottom, and it is, oh goodness, I'm having lots of glare. Let's see. This is NAPCO, and you can see the number A1362. Her wings are intact. I know many times when I have found these angels are similar to, their wings are always have been broken and glued back on, or sometimes they're just missing. And then all of her little spaghetti detail is intact. The only thing, there is a little chip on one of the petals of the rose there. I paid $6 for her. So the sold comps on her on eBay were anywhere from $16 to $20. I do believe they were pretty much intact. There was no breaking. So that may bring the value down on her just a little bit. If for some reason I can't sell her, or she doesn't sell for much, I won't be too sad if I have to keep her. My birthday is in February, or this would just really be cute to set in with my Valentine decorations. So either way, I thought she was too good to leave behind. Another Valentine decoration was this really cute little planter. It says "To my Valentine," and then it has the Cupid here, and this is what it looks like on the back. I paid $3. It does have a sticker on the bottom. I don't know if that was just a sticker from where it maybe was originally sold. It's been torn, so I can't read the whole thing, but it looks like maybe it was originally $1. But this is a really well made, like a porcelain ceramic. It's lightweight, and you can tell this does have some age on it. So I really liked that, that this is an older piece. So I've been collecting items lately to get a Valentine sale together come around January sometime. Now this does not have any breaks or chips. It has a little bit of crazing. Very little though. It's not very much. And then this is that coal paint that tends to want to wear off or flake off. So it does have some of that, but I thought still, all in all, this was in really good condition for $3. And it looks like they could sell anywhere from $20 to $25. This was an exciting find for me to put with my Valentine collection for resale. Get you a close up there. And then I grabbed this little, this is a wax candle, jack-o'-lantern that says boo. It was $1. Now, I don't know who the maker of these are, but I think they are a little bit older because I did find similar ones online. Looks like some were selling in newer condition, anywhere from $10 to $12. And then some had sold used on bids that were anywhere from $5 to $6. So not a really good, not a really big profit on this, but I hadn't never found any of the vintage candles, and I know some of them can do really well. So I thought for $1, this was a good learning experience, and it's not in the best condition. It does have some chipping and a little scuffing here and there. So this may not get me much more than what I paid for it, but it would be cute to set in my booth next year. I'll have, now that Halloween's over, I will put something like this in my booth, and I might still be able to get about $3.50 to $4 for it. So it is a cool, crisp day here in Texas, so I get to wear my thrifted sweatshirt and have my hot tea. It actually almost matches my shirt. There were a lot of, there were tables set up, and there was just, everything was laid out on tables, and almost every table was so full. You had to be careful touching things because they were right on top of each other. And then there were shelves like in a dining room area that was full of little smaller knickknacks, things like that. This was on one of the tables. This is a Wings of the USA, the Better Little Book. And it is, let's see, was the copyright for this, if I can get it open here. Pages are sticking. It's copyright 1940 by Whitman Publishing Company, printed in the USA. So I'll just show you some of the photos in here. It's not in the best condition. This is pretty, so this is in rough condition. You can see it's got a lot of staining and a lot of wear around the edges. Now I paid, I don't know, I lost the sticker on it, but I remember I paid $4 for this because they had, it was that painter's tape was across the top of it. So I used a blow dryer to loosen that up so that it wouldn't tear any more off of the cover. Let me show you. There are black and white pictures in here. And this is what the back looks like. It looks like it lists some other books there. I liked this so much, and when I'm out at estate sales or thrift stores, I'm not always looking for resale. Sometimes I look up for things of my own interest that I might use in my home, and I thought that this would be really cute to put in a 4th of July or red, white, and blue display. So I'm likely going to be keeping this little book. If I wanted to sell it, and see, it's even rough right here. I think this little piece is torn here. It looked like some in better condition. Some were listed around $10 to $12, but I saw that some had sold on they were done auction and sold on bids from anywhere to $1 to $2. So not going to make too much money back. If I did want to resell this might be a booth item, and I would put it in there for around about what I purchased it for. So, but I really wanted it, so. Okay, and then there's these Old Maid cards. I paid $1 for those. This is the game Old Maid by Russell. Now the box has been torn and taped here, so not in the best condition. The cards also, I believe I went through all of them, and it might have had all but one missing, but I just thought they were cute. Oh. That's what the back side of it looks like, and then this is just one of the cards there, and they're just all they're all different, of course. They're made in the USA. Pick these little party picks up. I paid $1 for them in its original container. They are Sudhalter Plastic Productions. So these are older. I'm not sure what year, but I'll open one. They're all they're all colorful. It looks like they have, you have the hearts, diamonds, and the clubs there. So all different colors. I don't know if these were ever used because it's pretty full. I couldn't find, I think the ones that were listed like this were listed as auction, and they were starting anywhere from $2.50 to $4, but I didn't find any solds. Sold similars were the same patterns, but they were in a different container or different packaging, and it looked like they could sell anywhere from $10 to $12. Okay, there is this cute little rabbit egg cup for $3. Now it is marked on the bottom. However, I'm gonna see if I can get y'all to see this, because I can't make it out. I can't read it. I mean, I think I can read it. I think it says Weckma or Weckman, but the ends may be cut off. Weckman, and then I can't read the bottom part, and then this is like a stamp. I cannot figure out. I know this is possibly from a different country. I just am not sure. There we go. I'm just not sure from where. But the details, the painting on it is done very well. This is very cute little egg cup that I purchased for $3. I'm not sure. I couldn't find any comps. Again, I saw similar listings, and I saw what egg cups go for, and it's just a wide range. It's really going to matter if I can find out who the maker of this is. I'll have to do some further research. If I can't, then I'll have to come up with what I think maybe a fair price would be. This is maybe going to be something that I put up and save for Easter. Okay, and I found this little hourglass with really fun colors, orange and that bright yellow and pink, so kind of retro. When I looked it up, it's listed as a 3-minute hourglass. I saw one that was similar with different colors listed, but I didn't find one just like this that sold. But the 3-minute hourglass with the wooden frame were selling anywhere from $6 to $8. So really good deal at 50 cents there. This house had a lot of items that were from different countries. such as that little rabbit egg cup that I just showed you, and then I have a couple of other items that I'm going to show you that are also from other countries. I don't know if these were from her own travels or if she's just collected these over time. Like I said before, I wish I could have got a little bit more information. Her house was very fascinating. I think all the items told a story. I kind of had a feeling maybe she did have a shop at one time, or a booth in a shop, because some items had older tags on it, and I know I've seen that before at estate sales. Sometimes it just means that these people really like shopping antique stores, and they just may have never taken the price off when they purchased it. So there was a table with glassware on it, art glass. I am not very knowledgeable of art glass. It is one of the things I am trying to learn more about. I think it's very beautiful, a lot of the pieces, and I know if you find some really valuable pieces, they can do well for resale. I don't collect it myself. I like it mostly for resale. So she had a table with some art glass items, and I picked up this vase, and this thing has some weight to it. I don't know how much it weighs, but it's pretty solid. It's pretty heavy. I thought it was the Italian art glass that's from Murano, Italy. I was not certain, but it was $20, and I contemplated it, but what made me make the decision to actually pick it up is when I picked it up, it is etched here. It has the artist's signature there, and I didn't exactly know what it said when I first picked it up, but I said, I kind of had a feeling that this might be a good deal for $20. She had some other pieces there, and some of them weren't in the best condition. There was a lot of scratching, some broken or chipped pieces, but this one, it is a little uneven at the top, but that's part of the process of blowing the glass. It has a little bit of unevenness here. It was used at, okay, so I'm going to see if I can hold this up. It's faceted here, and then it's not faceted back here, and then we have our signature. So I had to, before I did this video, I had to go and look it up just so I wanted to be able to tell you more about it. I didn't know anything about this. Other than it looked like a beautiful piece, good quality, and that signature on the bottom. So when I started doing my research, it has a lot of information to it. So it's Mdina, M-D-I-N-A, Mdina glass. It's from the island of Malta. It's founded by the artist Michael Harris, and that I am to assume that is his signature here. And I'm not sure if it'll pick up on the camera, but when I originally saw it, I thought it said 1948, but the more I looked, I believe that he did not establish this until it was 1970 something. It was 1970 something. So I started looking at some of the other pieces online, and I believe this could be a 7, not a 4. So this may be 1978. I just want to show, let's see, I'm going to try to, this was used. I am going to have to get something, I'm going to have to find a way to clean that, because you can see like those little, I think it's going to be able to clean up. I'll use denture tablets, I'll try that. And then I have this really long wire brush that I think I'm going to try to get down there and see if I can get that cleaned up. Now this was, when I started doing the research, I got so excited. I'm going to do a pop-up of the sold comps for these vases. So this is called, okay, Mdina Lollipop Tiger Vase. I believe lollipop because you got the long neck here and then this round bottom. And then maybe, I don't know if that's the same description for this vase, but maybe it's called tiger vase because of the stripes in it. And you can see these the bubbles in here. I know the camera is not going to do this justice. It's going to be so hard to do without that ring light reflection, but I was trying to see if I can get you to So it has these air bubbles, and where that glass, the colors come together, it's almost like a web in there. That's what I was trying to figure out a way to describe it. It's like a web, the way the colors all come together in there. One of the sold comps I saw on eBay when one of the first ones that popped up sold for $299. So I need to, I'll have to get it cleaned up, measure it, make sure it's in similar size. But for $20, I'm pretty excited that I decided to go ahead and pick this up, because I did contemplate it, but the more I kept looking at it, I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I didn't have time to think of it. I didn't have time to look it up, and I'll have to follow up with you. It's not gonna get listed right away. This is one I'm gonna take my time on and make sure I can find all the information on it before I do end up getting this listed. This has to be one of the most exciting finds so far that I have come across. This is another one that I was really surprised about. So there was an area with all types of little pictures, and this is one of the reasons why I wish I could have gone back on half off day, because some of these pictures at half off would have been an excellent deal. This one I thought it was $2. I don't know why. This one had to be one of the nicest, prettier ones, and the prices was the lowest on it. And I'm not real sure why, but I paid $2 for it. And I'm going to try to show you here. Look at those little painted dots and all that gold trim around it. Very well done. It's a little pottery piece. It is marked on the bottom. I wasn't able to really read this. So what I did was I did my Google Lens search, and it came up nicely, and I got all the description I needed. After reading the description online, I could make out that this is a I'm gonna read it to you. I wrote this down because I knew I was not gonna remember this one. It's okay, and I'm not sure I'm going to pronounce it right. So it's Zuaro Gouda Holland miniature pottery pitcher, and I saw some selling around $17. I think I saw one that sold for around $17. The ones listed, some of them were listed a little bit higher, but they have them in different shapes and a little bit different sizes, but I just like the size of this one, and I like the color contrast, that black with the gold, and it's almost like it's not really red. I guess it's like a bright pink, and then that blue. So I was excited to find a little bit more about this also. All right, so the last things I'm going to show you, she had several little pieces from Mexico, and I picked up the ones that were more in my price range, because some of them are priced up a little higher, and then some of the ones that were a little bit cuter. This is a vintage Tonala Mexican pottery bird, and he's got another little bird painted on him here, and he is marked Mexico on the bottom. I paid $2 for it. And the only thing about these can do well depending on size and condition. Now, I did go ahead and grab it. When I saw it, it does have some, it looks like some rubbing here on its beak, and then a little bit on the paint here, but it's not chipping because you don't feel it. It feels like it could be under, like it's just maybe a little bit of wearing off. So I don't know how that's going to affect the sale of it. So similar ones on eBay look like they can sell anywhere from $12 to $15. This one I may have to take an offer on because the wear might affect his value just a little bit. Because he also has, you can see he has a little bit of that wear here on the tail, but you don't feel it. So I don't know if maybe it was just in the painting process that may be more of a natural flaw. I'm not sure. But I only paid $2 for him, so he's a nice one. A lot of times when I find these older ones like this, they have lots of chips and cracks in them. So I thought all in all he was in pretty decent condition, and you can still see the paint on there really well. Now this is another Mexican piece. This one is marked KE Mexico, which would be Ken Edwards would be the artist of that. And I'm not sure what this piece is. They had it with the egg cups, and I believe I paid $2 for it. They had it with all the egg cups, so that's what initially I thought it was. But when you search the Mexican pottery egg cups, they come in there. They're like the two-sided egg cups. This one came up miniature glass. So I don't know if this could be like a little shot glass. I'm not real sure, but I couldn't find any sold comps. But I thought, how cute is that with a little bird? And I think you could put one of the larger eggs in that if you wanted to display that as an egg cup. Anyways, I thought the little bird was cute for displaying however you would like. Let's see. And then he's got all the design. I thought that this one was a nice one. You can tell the glaze on that is different. This is more of a matted finish, whereas this is glossy. All right, so the last of this haul are going to be some more little Mexican Tonala pieces. We have this owl. I paid so it's 3 pieces, and I paid $1 for each piece. But I'm going to take his, let's see. I don't think these are not marked. The artist signatures are not marked on these. They just say Mexico. So it's there. And then his back side has that little floral design on it. And a little snail. Now I've had a little snail before. I've had a snail before. I think I've already sold him. But he was cute for $1. The little snail. And then my favorite piece of all these was this mushroom, and it has this tiny frog. You can see his eyes mostly on there. Also for $1. It has the flowers on it. So I did go ahead and look these up. I know a lot of these miniatures do well. I have sold, actually, I think I've sold a couple of lots. I've put where I have about 4 to 5 in a lot, and they do sell well. When I looked up these two, the snail and the owl, individually, they were selling anywhere from about $2 to $3 per each one. This one was a little bit more at $12. I think a similar one to this one sold for $12. So I don't know. This one might be better if I was to sell it individually. And these I might save until I get, I may actually already have a couple more where I would put these in a lot. I'm going to end this here. That is going to complete the haul for this week. I'm happy with my finds, and my favorite find from this estate sale was that vase, especially after I started finding more about it. And the second is the little pottery pitcher from Holland. So let me know what your favorite was, and I will be back next week with either I'm going to try and get a shopping video in. It's been a little bit harder for me lately. Like I said, I've got so many things that I need to go through and actually work on listing, and I have been rearranging my booth. So I hope you all like these haul videos, just to show you some of the items that I do pick up for resale. I really glad to be able to share it with you all, and I will see you next time. Bye.